Hey everybody, this is Chris, and today we have the Autel Evo Nano Plus Premium Bundle. Quite a mouthful for such a small quad. This is one of the 249 gram category quads, and this is a brand new step for Autel. So something everybody's been pretty excited about, I think. I know I was pretty excited when I first heard it. But I was actually leaning more towards the light series, and then prices came in a little bit high, and I got to thinking, you know what, it's not enough for me to have that and a Air 2S, so I steered away from that, and I kind of considered the Nano. Wasn't going to put it in my shopping cart. And then I decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and get it. And by surprise, I got it 4 days later. So I just ordered this thing and it came pretty quick. I thought I would fall down to the bottom or behind all the pre-orders, but it only took 4 days. So I got the color I wanted, and everything worked out great. So we'll find out what color I got as soon as we open her up. But I want to point out real quick first, it comes with a SanDisk Extreme 64 gig card if you order them now anyhow. I don't know how long that deal is going to go on, but that's one thing they're giving you as a nice little extra gift. Your maximum card size that you can use with this card is 256, I believe. I want to say, yeah, it's 256 gig is your maximum. I was thinking maybe 128, but no, I remember specifically they said 256 on the spec sheet that I read before. So this is the quad. Let's do a little unboxing and see what we got here. And I lied. I already opened it. I like to get all the plastic and everything out of the way. So I've already opened it, got rid of all the little plastic baggies. Plus I wanted to do a weigh-in on it and let you know what the weight of this baby is with the battery in it, get all the plastic ripped off of it so we can trim a little fat and see what it really is. But first off, I just want to say you've got this front pocket. There's nothing in the front pocket when it comes to you. You've got these little side pockets. I don't believe there's anything in them. I didn't check those. Nothing in that one. There's a tag in that one, and that's it, I think. Yeah, just a tag. Yeah. Little shoulder bag tag is what it says here. And then I call it a lunchbox, not a shoulder bag, but it technically is a shoulder bag. It's got a long strap. And it does appear by the zipper that it is waterproof. I would not say that it's something you could submerge underwater, but you could be out in some heavy rain with something like this probably. With this type of fabric, usually they repel water, but the zipper is a water sealed zipper. So let's open this baby up and find out what color I got. First, we'll just see what all comes with it. Your typical stuff here, we have our multi-channel charger guidelines. Quick, simple guides. Take a look at them. You have your packing list. Double check your packing list. Make sure they supplied you everything that's on this packing list. Disclaimers and safety. And your quick start guide. Very quick, simple, nice pictures. Make sure you check that stuff out. You are going to also get a little tiny Phillips screwdriver for your props. You're going to get a set, there's 2 props in each bag, so you're going to get 6 of those. Plus the quad itself is fully loaded, already dressed with props. And you're going to get a little bag of sticks. But be very careful. These sticks are for your controller. Be very careful because they put prop screws in here too. So when you go to pour these sticks out, all those little tiny screws will want to come out and spill. And it's too small to get your fingers in there. So let's get that screw There we go. So there's all our little prop screws and our spare props. I don't think you really need to see those because you'll see them on the quad, but we'll put these sticks aside. The sticks have really nice padded thick rubber, soft rubber on the sides of them, and then your texture grip on top for you thumbers. I'm a thumber. It comes with one USB C-type cable, and it comes with 3 cables for whatever device you're going to be using. So whichever device you use, you have your options, or you have the cable that's going to work for you. It's C-type on the controller, and then the other end is either a C-type, micro USB, or lightning cable. So those are your 3 cables to connect to your device. And then the charging cable that goes to your charging hub, your charging base station there, is C-type to C-type. And then we'll grab that, and you simply plug it in there, like that. And then it comes with the little cube. Unfold the plug. This is USA style. And then you have the C-type and the regular USB. Plug in your C-type, plug that into your outlet. One thing I just wanted to say that I do as a practice, I connect all my batteries to this on any of these, whether it be DJI, Autel, whoever. I always connect my batteries, then I plug this in. I don't plug this in and then hook up my batteries, because if you cross arc any of these when you're trying to put your batteries on, if you fumble and just accidentally come in a little crooked and you're able to jump a pin, you can short circuit the safety circuit on your battery, and sometimes that kills the battery out. So just something that I do as a practice, and I'll just grab the batteries and show you. And then with that, you'll see what color quad I picked. I picked white. So when you're putting these on, they only go on one way, but on some of these this one seems to be pretty good, but on some quads you can cross jump those pins, and that can short out the battery. So you don't want to do that. Whether it can happen or not with this one, I don't know, but it's just a practice that I do. So it's just something I'm passing on to you guys to just hook up your batteries first, just like so. The other one's on the quad. We'll leave it on there. Snap them in place, and then plug this into the wall. Real simple. They already come about half charged, I think, from what I've seen on others. Yeah, press it once, it'll tell you what it is, and then to turn the battery on, you just press and hold it, and then it stays on, and then press and hold it one time, and it goes off. Okay, sorry, my stomach's growling. So that is the batteries and the charging hub. And then we have this controller. I'm going to go over that in a little bit. This is a nice controller. I like the controller. I'm not 100% crazy on the style, but I like the controller. Now, the quad itself, like I said, I went with white. And I really like it. And here's why I went with white. I went with white because I already have the Evo 2 in the classic orange. I have DJIs that are, or every DJI I've bought is gray. And the only other white quads I've ever had was the original Xeno. I don't think I had any other quads that were white, but I just wanted something a little bit different. Once it's up in the sky, we don't see what color it is anyhow, so it really doesn't matter. And for some people thinking you want to buy the orange or the red because it is easier to see, that may be the case. For me, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that I sit there with my eyes out there on the quad the whole time. My eyes pretty much 100% of the time. Once it gets up and I'm flying, I want to see exactly what the quad's seeing, get my shots the way I want them. I do not take my eyes off that app. Pretty much 100%. Just being honest here, guys. Some people don't like to hear that. They like to hear that you're constantly watching the quad. And there's those drone police out there, but I'm not going to lie to you. And a lot of people that say they never look at the app or they're constantly looking at their quad, I have a hard time believing that. And there are people that say that. So it comes with, we're not trying to be controversial here, I'm sorry. It comes with a nice little strap, a nice prop housing strap on there. I like that because when you're sitting here showing it like I am, the props are flopping all over the place. But not only that, when you put it back in the case, you don't want to catch these props. If you're not paying attention, you don't want to catch them and bend them backwards. Once you bend and crease them, you're done. Then you're going to have to waste a new prop. So that's nice. It protects it while it's in the case. And there's no harm when you're putting it in or taking it out. Simply goes on with a snap. Take it off. And it just unfolds off the bottom leg. It's all rubber. Nice and simple. So that's nice that they add that. Let's go ahead and unfold it. You bring your front legs forward first, and then you bring your back legs out. And there she is. The Autel Evo Nano Plus Premium Bundle. So we're just going to call her Nano. And I am very glad that they went with Nano and not Mini, because we have too many Minis out there. So this is the first Mini that's now called a Mini. And I'm liking that fact right there. I love the look at the white with the look of the white with the gray. This does not have the carbon fiber legs like the Light series does, but I do like the look. And once I slap on my QC sticker, I think it will look nice. So going over the quad, key features on the quad. First off, your first key feature obviously is 249 grams. The next key features are that it has three-way obstacle avoidance. You have your forward-facing sensors, your rear-facing sensors, and then your bottom-facing sensors. Also, you have your ultrasonic sensor, and then you have this LED indicator. I was worried I was going to forget to talk about that because it's just kind of hidden there, but this is your indicator for your drone status. So you got a low battery, you're not bound to your controller. This is going to flash. It's going to give you different tones to let you know that. That will all be in the manual to tell you exactly what those are. That's something you want to get to know and learn as well. One nice little surprise that we have here, not a surprise now as everybody's probably already seen it, but wasn't expecting to have a cooling fan to keep this baby from overheating. Wasn't expecting that in the very beginning, but slowly we finally learned that they did add one to this and still keeping it under 250 grams. So that's pretty cool. So 28-minute flight time with this. And this is a 2S LiPo, 2,250 milliamp hour battery. I was going to pull one of those, but let's just pull this one, make sure I'm correct. Yeah, 2,250 milliamp hour battery. And like I said, it's 28-minute flight time. That's the advertised flight time on this. And then the gimbal, of course, is your 3-axis gimbal. Feels very nice. Feels like a gimbal, but it looks like it's a decent construction mechanical gimbal here. I can see the wire. And let's go on to the rest of the camera. 3-axis gimbal, like I said, 4K 30 frames per second, and this is 50 megapixel photos, 1.1 over 1.28 inch sensor, and then your large aperture f1.9. That's nice, and that's all it says on there. The filter on this, let me look at my cheat sheet. The filter on this is not the RGGB. This one has they highlight the YYB filter, or color sensor is what that's called, I think, for this one. So that, from my basic understanding of it, is to bring it's better for bringing in more light as a filter. So I really don't know. I've read up on it, but I don't fully remember. So you don't need to put it in the comments to educate me. I'll go reread it, but don't quote me on it, is what I'm trying to tell you. The other thing is it has 16x zoom on this baby. So those of you who want to get that nice close-up shot, we'll see how well this 16 times zoom works and what it does with your image there. So that's pretty much all of that. And we talked about the battery. We're going to move on to the controller, but I just want to say the build, I like what I see. I mean, they all pretty much look the same, but this they were able to kind of give us that Evo 2 look with these back sensors the way they are, kind of reminiscent of the Evo 2. All of them pretty much look like a Mavic up here, or a DJI Mini, and these aren't fake. That's the best part about this. On most quads you have this up front and they're fake, except for the Hubsan, but on this quad they're real. So this one and the Hubsan are your first ones with the sensors all the way around, front, back, and bottom. So yeah, I'm happy with the quality of the build. These legs feel really good. They feel very good and solid. I'm happy with it. One thing I did notice in folding it back up is be careful, because once they get to a point they really kind of pull and they go back hard. So careful slamming those babies in place. But yeah, it folds up. It's the same size as the DJI Mini 2. There's really not much difference in size whatsoever. They are almost the same exact footprint, except for your leg, your wingspan. Your wingspan is a little bit wider on this than it is on the DJI Mini 2. So, and I would assume the Mini SE and everything as well. So that's the quad. There's not much more to go over with that. Let's put our sticks on the controller. And also I just wanted to say the wind speed and the flight speed on the quad. So it is a hold on a second, let's get these in. These are a little bit tight first going on. It's like the threads aren't fully cleaned out. So it might feel like there's something wrong when you first thread them on, but they went on fine. Put that aside real quick. I did want to go over, like I said, the wind and the flight speed on this. So your this is a level 5 wind resistance, and then your flight speed on this, you have stable, normal, and sport mode. Stable mode is 5 meters a second, normal mode is 10 meters a second, and then sport mode is 15 meters a second. So that's the advertised speed on a good, calm, normal day, and then your max wind. So now we'll go on to the controller. I really love the look of this controller. I'm not a big fan of these game controllers, but I'm getting used to them. I like it. The only thing I would complain about is, I don't know if you can see, they don't give enough here. I would like to see that extended. It'd be nicer if that were a little bit bigger, just a little more grip. But it's got a nice coating, as you can hear, that grips your hands really well. So yeah, this is nice. It's got all your typical buttons. You know, you got your scroll wheel here for your gimbal and everything, your F&N button that you can program, and then your picture and video here, and then your home and all that, your power. But the sticks feel really good. Potentiometers have a nice stiffness to them. They're not too loose. I like the feel a lot. Now for your device. If you're going to use a tablet, you're going to need a adapter that goes inside here. This is just enough to hold my phone with my case, and I'll show you. So if my case goes in really tight, if I try to do it this way, there's just not enough room, so I would have to kind of just push it a little bit. But ultimately, I think the best way to do it would be sliding it in from the side, but it just holds my case. So if you look, and this is the iPhone 11 Pro Max, I think, something like that. It's not the newest model, it's the 11 Max. So the 12, it's I think the exact same size. I don't think there's any problem holding that, but maybe if there is any thickness difference or something, it's going to have a hard time with the case. But yeah, this is nice. I like the controller. Here's where you're going to plug your, let me get my right kind. Here's where you're going to plug in to keep that nice and out of the way. It's not down here where your hands are. And then you just plug it into your device. If you're going to use a tablet adapter and use a tablet, then you're going to want to get a bigger OTG data cable, like a 12-inch, that'll fit that. But yeah, I like the way that is, that's out of the way. And you've got cooling fans in here, or a cooling fan in here as well. So you've got your vents where it'll let the heat out. And then underneath, there's a blank hole. I don't know what that is. Definitely don't know what that is. But then we have our plug, our C-type port for our charging. So when you want to charge this, you plug in here, not up here. This is where you connect your device. One thing I really want to point out is there's no place to put the sticks. That's something I'm not crazy about at all, and I'll tell you why. And that's because the I'm just looking at the construction of this, nice and solid. You have to either leave your sticks on or take them off, but with this type of case, you're not going to want to leave them on, because when you put it in your bag, you're going to either break these sticks or your potentiometers, and you definitely don't want to break those. So once you take these off, the case itself has nowhere that is specifically made for these sticks. I know, not a big deal, Chris, not a big deal. It's the little things, because you lose these, you're in trouble, and these are the type of things that can happen. So your only place is to stick them in this front pocket, and that's it. If you stick them inside this front mesh pocket, they'll poke through. They can end up scratching on your quad, scratching on your controller. You don't want that. But do not put these on your controller and then put your controller in the bag. That's one reason I'm not a fan of these kind of bags. Plus, we all gather accessories on our quads, and then what you take with you becomes more mass, and it doesn't fit in these bags. I like the cases, the suitcase type thing. So be looking for one of those for sure, because that's what I do with all my quads. I don't use that bag for anything except for when I take some camera accessories and things like that with me. Maybe I'll I'll use one of those bags. Other than that, I give them away. So in the future, if anybody wants that bag, I'll probably be giving it away. But yeah, I really like this. They've got the carbon fiber look here on the antenna. That's your antenna. It's really overall a nice controller. So yeah, that's everything. Pointed out everything on that. I think I nailed it all. Oh, one thing I wanted to say is for your devices, if you're using Android, you want to use Android 8 or later. If you're using iOS like I am, you want to use iOS 12 or later. That's what's compatible based off of their specs. So I think I covered everything I want to cover on this. I didn't really do any cheat sheet bullet points or anything, so I might have missed something. Cut. I completely forgot to weigh it. So actually, I'm just putting a screenshot up there. I put it on the scale, and I did weigh it. I just forgot to show you guys. But just to let you know, I took the plastic off the front, took the plastic off the back. We have the battery in it. There's no extra anything on here whatsoever. It does not come with filters. This looks like it's going to be a hard one to come up with filters on. I'm not crazy about the way that lens is for filters, but it'll be interesting to see what we get with filters on that. Good old Freewell, get to work please. And pop up the picture here of what it weighed in on my scale. So as you can see, it weighs in at 248 grams on my scale. I did see in another review that his weighed in at 250 grams even. And then I did speak with Chad, and he said his scale, he's got 249 grams. So obviously all our scales are going to be different. The only way we're going to get the most accurate between us is if all three of us were weighing ours on the exact same scale. All scales are calibrated. Ours are obviously different types and calibrated differently, so we're not going to be exact. But the key feature here is it's under 249 grams. I'm going with 248 on mine just because that's what my scale says. But I think you're going to see between 248 and 249 depending on the scale you're using. So that's it. Just want to make sure I shared the weight as I said I would. I'm pretty sure I said I would. But back to your regular programming. I wasn't expecting, like I said, to jump into the ring on this one, but I decided to last minute once I saw it was available. They said ships within 48 hours. And yeah, sure enough, they shipped it within 48 hours. I had it 4 days later, straight from mainland China. So that was a really nice surprise. Real nice, clean, sleek look. I'm gonna add my QC logo on front there, or top. You got little vents on the sides, and nothing else. On the back, I already said you got your C-type and your micro USB. Very nice and clean. So now I just want to see what it looks like inside. It's going to be at another time. I'll eventually be working on one of these, I think, since I fixed drones, but curiosity is going to get the best of me, and I will look inside here and check out for myself what it looks like and what it entails. But yeah, so welcome to my channel, little Evo Nano Plus Premium Bundle. Thank you guys for watching. You know I don't normally do unboxings, so hopefully you found this entertaining and you've watched all the way through. And give a thumbs up on your way out. And if you like this kind of content, obviously click that subscribe button and hit the bell for future content notifications. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace and love.